الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीना उपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसाधनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती नीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ तच्छंयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तुद्भिपते शं चतुष्पथे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो भृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्मस्येषानः यदन्येनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अथोज्यायागुंश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादूर्ध्वहुदैत्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येहा भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वन्यक्रामथ शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायता विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातोऽत्यरिच्यत पश्चाद्भूमिमतो पुरः यः पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वता वसन्तो अस्यासीराज्यं ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिदयः त्रिसप्तः समिधः कृताः देवा यद्यज्ञं तन्वानाः अवध्नन् पुरुषं पशुं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं जातमकृतः तेन देवा अयजन्ता षाढ्यारिषयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञाः सर्वहुतः सम्भृडं वृषडाज्यं पशोगुस्तागुश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञाः सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि चग्निरे चन्दागुंसि चग्निरे तस्मात् यजुष्टष्माडजायथा तस्माडश्वा अजायन्ता ये केचोभयादतः गावो जजग्निरे तस्माज्जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषं व्यदुदुः कदिथा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य कौ बाहु कावोरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यः कृतः ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यागुं शूद्रो अजायता चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखार्विन्दश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायता नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षं शीर्ष्णोद्यौ समवर्तता पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुमकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तपसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरस्ताद्यमुदा जहार शक्रः प्रविद्वान् प्रतिशश्रतश्रः त्वमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकं महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साढ्याशन्ति देवाः अद्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरशाच्च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्ध्रुवमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तपसः परस्तात् त्वमेवं विद्वान् अमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्या परिजानन्ति योनिं मरीचीणां पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे ततब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा अशन्वसे व्रीष्ट्यते लक्ष्मीश्च पद्म्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यात्तम् इष्टं मणिषाणा अमुं मणिषाणां सर्वं मणिषाणां तच्छयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपथे शं चतुष्पथे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहस्रपरमा देवी शतमूला शताङ्कुरा सर्वगुं हरतु मे पापं दूर्वा दुःस्वप्ननाशिनी काण्डात् काण्डात् प्ररोहन्ति परुषः परुषः परी एवानो दूर्वे प्रतनुसहस्रेण शतेन च या शतेन प्रतनोसि सहस्रेण विरोहसि तस्या आष्टे देवीष्टके विदेम हविषा वयम् अश्वक्रान्ते रथक्रान्ते विष्णुक्रान्ते वसुन्धरा शिरसा धारमिष्यामि रक्ष्वस्व मां पदे पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ यदक्षदपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om Shri Sai Ram, and welcome to Friday Night Inspiration. Tonight, we gather together during Adhik Maas, the Hindu month of divine joy and celebration. Sai Kulwant Hall is adorned with bright lights to celebrate the cheerful festival of Diwali today. On this special evening, we open with a melodious musical offering in the Hindustani raga of Malkauns, describing the devotee's love of Krishna's sweet flute.
घन घन रूप विलोकी
चकोर चौचंद भुजार चकोर चौचंद भुजार भुजारे भुजारे चकोर चौचंदन चंदन चकोर चौचंदन भुजारे चकोर चंद भुजारे सोलर गई रे लगन बंसी बार लग गई रे लगन बंसी बार मेरो मन लागी रयो है यू मेरो मन लागी रयो है यू मेरो मन लागी 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 नागरानंद दुलार नागरानंद ईश्वरानंद नंदलाल ओ नंदलाल 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 नागरानंद दुलार लग गई रे लगन शिवार लग गई रे लगन बंसीवार लग गई रे लग गई रे लग गई रे प्रेमानंद पिया 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 प्रेमानंद पिया सुलागी रयो मोराजिया 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 प्रेमानंद पिया सुलागी रयो जिया मोराजिया प्रेमानंद पिया सुलागी प्रेमानंद पिया प्रेमानंद पिया प्रेमानंद पिया प्रेमानंद पिया प्रेमानंद पिया प्रेमानंद पिया सुलागी रयो जिया मोरा मोरा जिया विसरत नाही विसार विसरत नाही विसरत नाही विसरत नाही विसारे लग गई रे लगन बंसी वार लग गई रे लगन बंसी वार लग गई रे लगन बंसी वार तननदीम तनन तननदीम तनन 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 तननदीम तनदीम 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 पुदानी दगनी दनी धीम तननदी धीम तननदी लग गई मोरा लग गई सुलागी रयो मोरा जिया 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 मोरा जिया मोरा मोरा साई सत्य साई सत्य साई सत्य साई सत्य साई
Om Shri Sai Ram, and welcome once again to Friday Night Inspirations, brought to you live from Sai Kulwant Hall in Jersey City, Prashanti Nilayam. My name is Siddharth, and I'm your co-host for tonight's enlightening Dharmic Discussions. I'm calling in remotely to Kulwant Hall, which has been brightly lit to celebrate Diwali during this Adhik Maas, where my Sai brother Rishi will join me in our wonderful discussion. So, Sai Ram Rishi.
Sairam Siddharth, it gives me great pleasure to join everyone today for this wonderful broadcast. And it's such a beautiful juncture. You know, we are at the confluence of two of the holiest months of the two greatest religions, some of the greatest religions in this world. And those are Hinduism and Islam. As Hindus, we are celebrating Adhik Maas, as you mentioned. Just to give a brief background to everybody, Adhik Maas is the leap month of the Hindu calendar, which occurs once every 30 months. So every 2.5 years, we have this Adhik Maas. And during Adhik Maas, worldly activities such as weddings, housewarmings, any other, activities relating to the relationship between man and man are prohibited to be done during this month. And the goal is to turn inward and find God within during this month. And that is why during the month of Adhik Maas, all the festivals of the entire year are celebrated within this month. That is why we are celebrating Diwali today. As you see, this mandapam of lights, this canopy of lights has been set up in front of the mandir here in Sai Kulwant Hall. At the same time, we are celebrating as Muslims the holy month of Ramadan. This is the 9th month of the Hijri calendar, during which the Holy Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. And during this month, Muslims also turn inward and have deep moments of introspection and try to find their beloved Lord Allah within their hearts as they fast and undertake great penance.
Thanks, Rishi. Thank you so much for that wonderful description of Adhik Maas and Ramadan. You did bring up a great point. It is a wonderful confluence of these two great religions and great cultures. I really think that these kinds of events, while they may happen only once in a few years, maybe in this particular
Let me interrupt
case,
you
maybe once
actually.
in a few decades.
I actually did the calculations, and the next time we'll have of this beautiful confluence won't be for another 800 years. So we are indeed fortunate that we are here to witness the confluence of the two holiest months.
That's amazing. 800 years. I can't even imagine how many lifetimes will be between now and then. But it's to me what it feels like is that yes, it's a beautiful confluence that we can celebrate these two. I mean, we can celebrate these two festivals, these 2 months at the same time. It's beautiful that they occur simultaneously, but it to me it only points out that these religions, these cultures, these peoples, their customs, how they live day to day, their principles are the same. They just have different names for them, and they have a different language. And so it appears as if these are different festivals that happen to occur at the same time. But really, in reality, all of the principles that govern these two religions and the people who follow these religions diligently, those principles are really the same.
Very true, and that is actually the main crux of Swami's message on unity of religions. All religions are different pathways to reach that same destination. And although we may all express our love for God through different languages, different tones, different music, different practices, different rituals, such as Abhishekam or doing the namaz 5 times a day, we may all have different, on the physical plane, we all have different ways of expressing our love to God, but on the inside, on the inner level, it is all the same because it is all based on love.
Beautiful, beautifully put. So, in fact, I was just thinking about this, and this is a good segue into the first topic for today. I work at a lab, and I have a coworker who is he is Muslim, and he was celebrating Ramadan yesterday, or he was practicing, I should say, the fasting that they do each day. And they don't eat from sunrise to sunset, and I live in Cleveland, which is pretty far up north. So our day is quite long. It's still bright at 8:30 p.m. It's still bright outside. So he doesn't eat for maybe 12 or 13 hours per day, and it's really wonderful to see how not only are all of our peers, all of our colleagues, not only are they tolerating his practice, but they respect his practice, and some of them even they undertake the practice of fasting themselves out of respect for our coworker, which is really wonderful because I think that there's a difference between just toleration and tolerance, I should say, tolerance and respect. Tolerance is, what the word means is it's just simply putting up. It's tolerating the other person with the implicit expectation that you are different, or perhaps even that they are worse and that you are better. At least that's what I mean. When people say I tolerate that person, that's what they mean. But respect instead is just a true, genuine appreciation of that person's perspective, their experience, their life, and this particular confluence of these two. As you said, the fact that these 2 months are occurring at the same time, and it's an intense period of introspection and self-inquiry and those kinds of things that are happening at the same time as practiced by two completely separate religions is really beautiful because it shows that not only can we tolerate each other and live and coexist peacefully, but we can respect each other, respect each other's practices, maybe even follow them for once. Who knows, maybe if we undergo the fasting that Muslims do for one whole month, we might learn something about ourselves in the process. So I think that to sum all of that up, what I see when I see all the beautiful lights that are up in Kulwant Hall right now, when I see my coworkers all practicing together, fasting in respect of Ramadan, which is this month, I see a beautiful open-mindedness that is seeing light in others. It's very easy to go into a dark room, and say that it is dark, and not do anything about it and just complain that it is dark. But if you seek out those sources of light, which may be around you never know. There might be an unlit candle, there might be a light bulb that's turned off. If you notice those unlit sources of light and you seek out the light inside of them, seek the light in others, and have that open-mindedness to do that, then you can really find the unity and the divinity that we all share.
Very beautifully put, Siddharth. And you brought up the concept of a dark room, and it just reminded me of the lab work I used to do. You'd go develop these Western blot films, and we'd be in a dark room, and in that dark room there was a small red light that would not interfere with the developing apparatus, and it would not let the film develop in the light. So there was this one red light, and in all the hours that I spent in the dark room, it gave me this, it made me think, and, that even though there is darkness, we can always find the light somewhere. And sure, in this day and age, we have so much violence going around, so much, you mentioned the concept of tolerance versus respect, and we have so much religious intolerance going around today, racial intolerance, and, tolerance is just one level of this plane. We need to transcend tolerance and go into respect, because we all have our own views, we all have our own values, but on the inside, the moral and the love is the same.
Absolutely. Really, really well put. I think that the point that you bring up about darkness and light and being able to find light in darkness, I'm always thinking about the difference between darkness and light. What are they? How do they interact? It's the old ancient Eastern, like Buddhist kind of concept of yin and yang, which is that there's balance. There's some of this and some of that, and without this, you cannot have that. So without darkness, you cannot have light, and without light, you cannot have darkness. Darkness is simply the absence of light, but light is, in its own way, perhaps the absence of darkness. And so being in a world that has all this darkness, we should not be complacent about it and decide that, okay, we have to have both. But what we should do is use the darkness as a platform to add light. Instead of complaining about the darkness, let's add light into all those dark little corners, into the dark room, as you said. I'm sure that, in order for things, for cultures and things like that to develop, whatever the lab work you were doing that required that dark room, of course, it was necessary for that procedure to take place. But after you were done in that dark room, Rishi, I'm sure that you wanted to go outside and get some fresh sunlight.
Definitely. Light is always refreshing, and light can come to us in many different ways. Light, in the spiritual sense, can be defined as anything that gives us joy or brings us happiness. For example, both of us, we find bhajans to be very enjoyable, and in a sea of darkness, when we immerse ourselves in bhajans, we are in the light.
Absolutely. The constant presence of music in my life, just to share, these are my experiences. Obviously we're not weathered, so to speak. We have limited experiences. We're pretty young. But out of the experiences that I've had, I can clearly say that music, the presence of music in my life, has definitely been one of the most important beacons, if you want to call it that, or flames, or light. The most enlightening experience. I can recall several instances where I was just immersed in what I was singing, what I was playing, what I was listening to, and it took me to a different place. And that's the kind of, and when you get to that place, it's not only the light that is really blinding, in a good way, but it's not just a light, but it's the recognition that there is a higher sense of unity. There's a higher sense of togetherness that you have with everyone when you reach a place of bliss like that, when you, as you call it, when you are in the light. They tell you never to look at the sun. And the reason they say, I believe, is so that you don't go blind, because the sun is so bright, and so luminescent. It's so luminescent that if you look at it with your own eyes, without sunglasses or some protection, it will blind you because it is that bright. And so what we do instead is we take pictures of it. We look through tinted windows. We look at videos. We don't look at it directly, but instead we look at glimpses of it. or other forms that are reflections of that real true entity. And in that same sort of way, I think the comparison there is that there is a true, beautiful, extremely illuminating divine energy somewhere. And if in our current form we were to look at it directly, it would blind us because we're not ready to handle that. So instead, we seek out little tiny glimpses of that light. We invent light bulbs. We look at candles. I mean, we light candles. We look at pictures of the sun. We buy big screen TVs and turn them on. We like to go to movie theaters. It's all light. It's all the same thing. It's the same energy, but it's being channeled through very tiny, minute media. And in the same way, when we are seeking really that true blissful happiness, which is so divine and so full of energy, it's just too blinding for us as we are, or at least we think so. So instead, we settle for some smaller happy, some smaller joys in life, which are fine, and they are glimpses of that true divinity. But once we really are in the light, are in the true sunlight, we will be blinded because it is so beautiful and so bright.
Yes, very true. And God, in His divine glory, is so great, so grand, and so beautiful. I was listening to a TED Talk once about the existence of God, and this man once said, imagine the entire universe, the entire black sky that we can see is only 0.000 infinitesimal number of 0.1% of the universe. And the entire universe is comparable to the size of one cell in God's eye. And that is the divine glory of God. Now imagine we cannot even see the sun with our own naked eyes. Would we ever be able to withhold the magnanimous form of God, that celestial form? Unfathomable beauty, unfathomable light. But in order for us to experience that bliss and experience that joy of seeing Him, He takes on this human form. This beautiful human form. He has taken so many human forms, and most recently has come to us as the most beautiful, the Sundara Rupaya, Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. And we should be so grateful that we have seen the light. We have been seeing the light for the last 90 years as we traverse into the 90th year of the advent of our beloved Lord.
Very, very, very true. He is here. He has been here, and He is here wherever we look. But specifically, He has come so magnanimously in His human form, and He's sitting, right there in front of us in Kulwant Hall. And I think that one of the things that He preaches all the time is that we should be open. We should be open-minded, be able to see the light everywhere we look. Because after this broadcast is over, after we go to sleep and after we wake up the next morning, we will wake up to what we consider to be just another day, to be just another drop in the ocean of our life, so to speak. But in reality, that tomorrow, that entire day, those 24 hours, is a beautiful opportunity bestowed upon us by the divine energy to learn something about the world, about ourselves, and to learn that we are also light inside of us. We have light and we are light. That the person who you don't really get along with in your class or at your job or someone like that is also light themselves. They are love. They are light. And if you look closely enough and you look with the right attitude and with the right vision and with the right sense of joy and peace and truth inside your heart, then you can see the light in them as well. And that's really what that seeing light in others, what that open-mindedness leads us to. It not only leads us to seeing light in others, but it leads us to seeing light in every situation. It's the theory of optimism, that when you are able to see everything with a positive lens, then everything becomes positive.
Yes, a beautiful example of the lens. Even Swami has quoted that analogy. If we put on green glasses, the whole world will be green. If we put on red, likewise the whole world will be red. But Swami has given us glasses of love through his over 3,100 discourses that he has given us the Vahinis, all the literature, the teaching he has given us and given through his devotees. It's like giving us lenses of love so that we can see love in all and we can see him and everyone and we can see that light. Bhagwan has said, I am the light is in me. I am the light. He has said, I am in the light is in me, and I am the light. Yes, sorry for the misconception there. Similarly, we find in our Upanishads, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Lead me from untruth to truth. Lead me from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. Now, this concept of immortality is very gray. We can see immortality as something that never dies. We can say this tree is immortal, but one hurricane will come, one tornado or earthquake will wipe the tree out, so it is not really immortal. But what is true immortality? Swami has told us to become children of immortality. So, do you want to expand a little bit on the relationship between immortality and light?
Sure, I'll do the best that I can. It's a lofty question for sure. Immortality and light, well, scientifically, light is comprised of photons, and photons are some of the fastest moving particles in the universe. So fast, in fact, that they exhibit properties both of particles and of waves. And waves, as you know, waves propagate through media. So light is both an entity, is both a thing that exists and is also a wave that propagates. And immortality is much like the same thing. Immortality means that you are here to stay. You are here. You exist now and you exist in this place, but you also propagate through time, through all the dimensions as a wave. So you're both a particle and a wave. If you can understand that, if you can really materialize yourself as an immortal being. And that immortality does not mean this body, because this body will deteriorate, this body will die. These things around us will all turn to ash, will turn to dust perhaps. I just recently read an article that we are facing the worst extinctions, of the worst number of extinctions in various species in the past 65 million years. This is the worst extinction of species that has occurred in the past 500 years, and it's due to humans. I believe there are like 1.3 or 1.4% of all of the mammal species have died in the past 500 years. So this just goes to show us that mortality is real to us as humans. But if we recognize that there is something beyond that we're not just, to keep referencing the light example, we're not just particles that exist in one place at one time. But instead, we can propagate our energy throughout this entire medium, the universe, throughout our families, throughout our friends, through our countries, states, through this world, throughout the universe. If we can recognize that we have the ability to do that, that makes us immortal. Not the body we live in currently, not what we reside in currently, not the experiences we have, the worldly experiences we have, the pleasures that we see, the pains that we see from day to day, but rather that true divine spirit, that spark that we have within us, that can propagate infinitely and indefinitely throughout the universe.
Yes. And just as light travels as waves, also sound travels as waves. And through sound, we can experience light. Just as we experience the light of Swami through music. In that light, no pun intended, breath also exists as somewhat of a wave. In fact, the waves travel on breath. Breath, if you compare it to air, waves travel on air. That is a medium for the wave to travel. And this air comes in within us, gives us life, and allows us to express ourselves as what we are as humans. And so, this breath, or shwas as it is called in Hindi, is crucial to existence. And so, 2 years ago, we had the beautiful chance to give ourselves and give our community a small glimpse of that breath, the breath that is God and is being breathed and it is being breathed in by God. And we were able to give a small glimpse of that breath by offering this collection of songs that had been inspired by that same breath. And we had called that collection of songs and bhajans as shwas. And I'm sure that throughout that journey, we came across so many different instances in which we were able to experience the light in Sai and the light in others.
Definitely. And those experiences are not just the ones that we look fondly upon. Those experiences are also those that at the time we thought were difficulties, that were hurdles. I remember I remember that when you and I, Rishi, when we were brainstorming on the way to the studio in Chennai 2 years ago, when we were brainstorming how we were going to do the instrumentation for one of the bhajans on the CD, we got into whether or not we should have 3 or 4 speeds for one of the songs. We were having an argument about what tempo to set the songs at, or the bhajans at, having an argument about whether or not to have bass guitar. And at the time, these all seemed like very, like big issues, and they seemed like big problems that we had to solve. And looking back on it, I realized that yes, that it was important that we saw those hurdles as hurdles, and that we treated them with the respect that they deserved in order to be solved, those problems. But 2 things. One, at the time, they definitely seemed more difficult than they were. It was not very difficult to solve those problems. And looking back on it, we didn't have to tap into that angry energy inside of us. We did not have to tap into any of that, any of those rajasic behaviors and arguments. First and secondly, those experiences were some of the most formative, most important learning experiences that I had in that field, in creating music for an audience, in sharing our creations with others, in being open-minded, in creative energy, in the logistics of putting together a project of that scale. Those kinds of things. It was one of the most eye-opening experiences for me, and I would not have had that experience if I hadn't faced the challenges head on, and if I hadn't said that, okay, we are going to do this together, and regardless of however it turns out, we will love each other all the same. We will release the product as an offering to Swami and as an offering to all the divine beings of this earth, and if it were not for that determination, we wouldn't have had those learning experiences. So what I see is that, and this is something I have to learn, it has to be ingrained in me. I still haven't learned it fully yet. I mean, as I assume none of us have, or else we wouldn't be here. But what I learned day by day is that the challenges that I think I face today will tomorrow be the foundation for facing the challenges of tomorrow. So if I don't face those challenges today and see those challenges as a beautiful, wonderful opportunity from Swami, he's literally giving us these opportunities in our hands. He's spoon-feeding us these opportunities to learn about ourselves, about each other, about life, about love, and about light. And if we don't face those challenges with the right attitude, with open-mindedness that is seeing light in others, with optimism that is seeing light in every situation, and with a healthy dose of introspection, which is seeing light within us, if we don't face those challenges with those 3 tenets of good attitude, then we will not have the foundation in tomorrow's world to face the challenges that will undoubtedly be more difficult and will require more light within us and will require more attention, more ability, more peace, more focus, and more love. So I take it upon myself, kind of like as a, I know New Year's was 6 months ago, but maybe it's like a mid-year New Year's resolution, mid-year resolution, if you will, to face the challenges that I see every day with the same determination that I would face the challenges tomorrow, knowing that I had faced those today. Meaning that every opportunity that I have to learn, including those that are not that palatable, is as important as every opportunity to love, to have fun, to enjoy, to laugh. So, with that, I really think that we should all go into the next era of our lives, be that whether that is the second or next year when you may get married, whatever it is, whatever those milestones are. In those milestones, whatever those moments are, make the conscious decision to face every challenge, everything that seems like it is difficult, as a divine opportunity to learn. And if we do that with that open-mindedness and that optimism, I really think that we will be the ones that benefit the most out of this wonderful creation that Swami has given us, this world.
Very true, Siddharth, and a wonderful mid-year's resolution. But to me, it seems kind of like Inception. You're motivating yourself for today's work as if you did it yesterday, and it's a whole circle. And it's isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is absolutely. Yeah, it is. I think it is cyclical in nature, because the more that I think about it, and sorry to interrupt, I just had a thought. The more that I think about it, the more that I feel that I have faced these problems before, these whatever difficulties I face today. So today in the lab, it was a very simple problem that I faced. I had saved a bunch of files into a folder, and I forgot where that folder was saved on my computer. And it was important for me to get that because I had a deadline today, it was Friday. It was important for me to get those files out and have them ready to be delivered to someone. But I didn't remember where I had them saved. And to redo that analysis and get those files back would take me several hours, so I didn't have the time to do it. So it was the same problem that I've faced multiple times. And that problem is organization, is that I did not have the proper organization to remember where I put those files, where I put that folder. And it was the same kind of problems I've been facing all throughout my work. And I realized that this is the same thing. It's just that this is a problem on a larger scale because I have a deadline in 2 hours and I have to deliver. And two days ago, I had to face the same problem where I wasn't organized. But there was less of a risk because I didn't have a deadline and no one was breathing down my neck. It was just me. I realized that I had an issue. And so I realized that, yes, these are cyclical problems. The same things we face. Swami gives us the experiences that point out our flaws that we need to fix. He doesn't just give us willy-nilly experiences that will pat us on the back and let us know that we're perfect beings. Because we may be divine beings, but as humans, we're far from perfect. So I really believe that Swami gives us these wonderful opportunities at every step of the way that help us cement our efforts to change ourselves for the better and really to point out what we need to fix. If I would not keep on having these issues with organization if I didn't have an issue with organization myself. So the fact that I'm having these experiences over and over again should just be a light, kind of like when you're driving a car and it says check your engine. That's the kind of thing Swami does. He just gives us a check engine light saying check your engine, make sure your oil is good because you seem to have problems.
Very, very beautiful analogy that you put there. And you bring up a wonderful aspect of organization and time management. And as teenagers, or maybe not so much teenagers anymore, we take organization and time management as like some of the most loftiest things in our lives. And when we just take a step back, they seem like such mundane things, right? As we're in school, we're like, oh, I have this exam, I have to do my vocal practice, this practice, have to get this project done, I have to write this grant proposal, so many things. And it just, when we take that step back, and like you said, Swami gives us that check engine sign to take that step back and to give ourselves that break. And in that moment of introspection, we simply figure out that, you know what, all this is just mundane stuff and I just need to do it. I recently gave an online talk to a group of SSE children about time management and good habits. And one of the children asked a question, sure, we have all these beautiful techniques of time management and all these good habit charts and making a schedule and all these other things, but when you get to that brink point of you have so much work and you just can't do it, how do you do it? How do you find that motivation to actually do all that work? And like you said, you would need to use the motivation as if you have already done the work. You get what I'm saying? So you already...
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, you said it better than I could say it myself. You did the work for me here. So, yeah, definitely. And introspection, I think, is the key. It's something that, I was talking to a friend who's not a Sai necessarily, but definitely shares some of the principles. And he was saying that not even in our generation, meaning Rishi, you and mine, not even in our generation, but the generation below us, meaning, or younger than us, meaning those who are just in, elementary school right now. He says that he notices that generation can't even sit with their own thoughts for a few minutes. That if you take away their phone, their iPad, their TV, whatever it is, even take away a book, not even a book, but just have them sit for a while without getting distracted, they have a really tough time doing it. And maybe, when I was that age, perhaps I had a tough time doing it as well. But as I got older, I think I realized that having a moment with your own thoughts is one of the most amazing things that you can have. It's where you truly get to introspect, look inside and poke around inside of your own consciousness, inside your conscience, and see where your thoughts are coming from, what kinds of motivation you have in your life, what is demoralizing you, what are the things you need to work on as a person, organization-wise, this kind of self-organization, if you will, like going into your heart and sticking up post-it notes saying, fix this is good, check engine light here, that kind of thing. And that introspection, seeing that light within you, I think is the key to bringing everyone together. If everyone recognizes that there's light within them, then surely there must be light in other people, and surely there must be light all around us. So by introspecting, we gain a sense of open-mindedness, and we gain a sense of optimism for the world around us. And that is where the unity in divinity comes in, I think.
Wow, very beautifully put. And unity in divinity is being highlighted by the juncture that we're at right now. We have these two holy months occurring at the same time, and it's like Swami giving us that, check engine sign, like, hey, look, I've been telling you that the unity of religions is what you should be practicing, but here I am giving you this practical example. I'm giving you this celestial alignment of two of the holiest months to show you that there is unity in divinity, but there is also divinity in unity.
Wonderfully put. Wonderfully put. I think that that these concepts may seem disparate. They may seem to be like stringing together pearls from different corners of the globe that don't fit together. But in reality, all pearls are the same. They're all created in the same way, and they all are beautiful in their own ways, and their composition is all the same. And unity in divinity is almost obvious. That if someone is divine, it doesn't matter what label you assign to them, they are still divine. And that is what unifies them. But divinity and unity, I think, is really the brilliant point here, because if we can unify ourselves, then we can, as Swami says, he says that I have separated myself from myself to experience myself. He has fragmented his divine spirit, his divine consciousness into billions, if not trillions or even more of consciousnesses, of individual humans and plants and animals and even things that we don't think have consciousness but may very well have consciousness, like galaxies and clouds and things like that. He's fragmented this wonderful spirit into tiny little beautiful shards. And if those shards only see themselves as a shard, that's all they will be. But if they can unify and put themselves together like a jigsaw puzzle and recombine to form that beautiful holistic spirit, then that's where the divinity comes from. the unity provides us with divinity. And if we can recognize that we should not only tolerate but respect, not only respect but unify with others, and take these sort of, as you call it, celestial alignments, if you want to call it that, between these different religions, take those as signs, as check engine lights for our own lives, so that we can recognize that we need to unify with others. We need to see light both in ourselves and in others. We need to unify those sources of light. Then we together, all of us, will combine our sources of light and create something greater than the sun, maybe even. Because this is the test that Swami has put us to, especially now in this time, in the 90th year of his advent. This is how we need to be the torchbearers of the future, and put together our torches to form a flame that is so brilliant and so bright and so colorful that it simply envelops everyone in love, and they cannot even escape because they're so drawn towards our divinity together.
Yes. A light that is so beautiful that we cannot even escape. And in fact, that was the last line of the devotional song that we had offered at the beginning of the discussion. The last line said, Visarate nahi visare. It means that the memory of the Lord is so beautiful. It is ingrained in my mind and in my heart, such that even if I want to forget it, I cannot. And so we are in that same light. And so because we are in that light, we have seen the light. We have seen the physical manifestation of the light in the form of our beloved Lord, Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. And so we cannot escape that light. And sure, that physical manifestation of the light may not be there with us today, but that light, like you said, has been separated into all of us. And now that physical sign of that light isn't there. See, the Swami's advent itself is like that check engine sign. And now that check engine sign has gone away, and he has told us, I've given you all that you need to traverse along this path and to become those bearers of light.
Definitely. I think that if there's anything that I personally take away from this conversation and this experience, it is that a check engine light is not even necessary. Because if you are really truly driving, and you are letting, not only driving, not driving, but letting Swami drive through you and drive you from point A to point B, from the beginning of your life, from the beginning of your consciousness to the end, which is his consciousness, then it doesn't matter if you're, what the engine is. It doesn't matter whether you have oil or gas, or if your battery is on, or if your lights are on, or anything. Because Swami is driving. He will take care. And that's really, I think, where we need to hand over the reins of our lives to Swami completely, surrender everything to him. Because if we can do that, and without a shred of ego, really submit to his will and his grace, then he will ensure that not only do we get from point A to point B, and not only do we get there, but we'll have a first-class ride on the way too.
What you just mentioned is exactly the essence of Bhakti Yoga as told by Swami. See, in Bhakti Marga is like the cat, being a small kitten that's being held by the mother in its mouth. The cat doesn't know that those teeth are going to hurt her. She doesn't know. Same in the case of lions. You see mother lions holding their cubs in their mouths, and from an onlooker's perspective, it'll seem like, oh, the mother is trying to eat the child, but in reality, it is protecting the child. The child doesn't know those same teeth are used to shard deer and gazelle and so many animals, and those same teeth are protecting us. So Bhagavan is like our mother lion, and we need to just surrender to him and put our full trust in that divine motherly love.
Absolutely. Truly a wonderful thing to live, day to day. And I think that in our lives, yours and mine, Rishi, the way when we feel the closest to that mother, lion, or the mother, divine mother, as you may call it, the way that we find that true inner spirit.
Saidam, we seem to have a small mishap on the audio. We'll be reconnecting with Siddharth very shortly.
Hello?
Yes, Sairam Siddharth, we're back.
Yes, sorry for the technical difficulty. So I was just saying, with all of these things happening around us all together, Adhik Maas, Ramadan, this beautiful sunset when all the Muslims will now go to pray and they'll eat, with all these things happening at the same time, what better way to fully immerse ourselves in bliss than by immersing ourselves in music? And I think really now it is time to put everything that we've said to the test. Really, truly feel these bhajans, these devotional songs, these pleas for the Divine Mother to come and nurture us. I really think that it is time for us to truly immerse ourselves in that divine nectar, that Amrit. So thank you everyone for a wonderful session. I hope everyone listening at home had a as blissful of a time as I did today. Thank you, Swami, for such a wonderful opportunity. And Jai Sairam. Thank you, everyone. Sairam.
From age to age, God incarnates in human form for the protection of the virtuous, for the destruction of evil, and for the establishment of righteousness. Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba, God in human form, has incarnated to correct mankind, raise human consciousness, and put people back on the right path of truth, righteousness, peace, and love to divinity. Baba says, I have come not to disturb or destroy any faith, but to confirm each in his own faith, so that a Hindu becomes a better Hindu.
भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्.
A Buddhist becomes a better Buddhist. A Zoroastrian becomes a better Zoroastrian.
Hashem vahu vaishtemasti ushta asti ushta amai yat ashai vaishtai Hashem.
A Judaist becomes a better Judaist. A Muslim becomes a better Muslim.
الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
A Christian becomes a better Christian.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా, హ్యాపీ 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 బీ హ్యాపీ. హ్యాపీ హ్యాపీ మేక్ అదర్స్ హ్యాపీ. All will be happy. God will be happy.
ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्. ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्.
पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन शिवनंदन बाल गजानना हे शिवनंदन बाल गजानना विद्या बुद्धि प्रदाता विद्या बुद्धि प्रदाता मंगल कर हे मंगल कर हे मंगल कर हे मंगल कर हे सुंदर साई गणेशा गणेशा सुंदर साई गणेशा गणेशा पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन विघ्न विनाशा गणेशा हे शिवनन्दन बाल गजानना विद्यार्थी प्रदाता मंगल कर हे सुंदर साई गणेशा गणेशा भजो सुंदर साई गणेशा गणेशा पशुपति तनया बाल गजानन सौंदर्य सार सर्वस्वं मंदस्मित मनोहरम् वन्दारो जनमन्दारम् वन्दे साई महेश्वरम् वन्दे साई महेश्वरम् वन्दे साई महेश्वरम् सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणम् स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणं स्मरणम् त्रिभुवन पालक साई महेशा पर्ति साई स्मरणम् त्रिभुवन पालक साई महेशा पर्ति साई स्मरणम् सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं पर्ति साई स्मरणं स्मरणम् श्री गुरु चरणं भव दुःख हरणम् गुरु चरणं भव दुःख हरणम् सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणम् पर्ति साई स्मरणं स्मरणम् परति साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं परति साई स्मरणं त्रिभुवन पालक साई महिषा परति साई स्मरणं श्री गुरु चरणं भव दुख हरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं परति साई स्मरणं स्मरणं परति साई स्मरणं स्मरणं सत्य साई स्मरणं स्मरणं परति साई स्मरणं नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नाद स्वरूपिणी नारायणी नाद स्वरूपिणी नारायणी प्रेम प्रदायिनी नारायणी प्रेम प्रदायिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नाद स्वरूपिणी नारायणी प्रेम प्रदायिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान विनोदिनी नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी गान नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी नमो नारायणी साई नारायणी नमो नारायणी साई नारायणी गानविनोदिनी नारायणी गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ बोलो गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ सद्गुरु साई अनंत गुरु सद्गुरु साई अनंत गुरु ब्रह्मानंद अनंत गुरु ब्रह्मानंद अनंत गुरु सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई गुरु सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई गुरु गुरु की वाणी गाओ गुरु की वाणी गाओ गुरु महिमा 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 गाओ सद्गुरु साई अनंत गुरु ब्रह्मानंद अनंत गुरु सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई गुरु साई गुरु साई गुरु सत्य साई गुरु सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई गुरु गुरु की वाणी गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ साई गुरु महिमा गाओ गुरु महिमा गाओ सीतारामा श्री रघुरामा सीतारामा श्री रघुरामा आनंद रूपा हे गुणधामा आनंद रूपा हे गुणधामा दशरथ नंदन जानकी रामा दशरथ नंदन जानकी रामा परति विहारा श्री साई रामा परति विहारा श्री साई रामा मधुवन रमणा हे घनश्यामा मधुवन रमणा हे घनश्यामा रास विलोला राधे श्यामा रास विलोला राधे श्यामा सीतारामा श्री रघुरामा आनंद रूपा हे गुणधामा दशरथ नंदन जानकी रामा परति विहारा श्री साई रामा मधुवन रमणा हे घनश्यामा रास विलोला राधे श्यामा रास विलोला राधे श्यामा सीतारामा श्री रघुरामा Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother Sai Ma. 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 You are loving Sai Ma, you are caring Sai Ma. You are here, you are there, you are everywhere. You are here, you are there, you are everywhere. Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Sai Ma. Light the lamp of love in all hearts, Sai Ma. Light the lamp of love in all hearts, Sai Ma. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Anand Rupini Ma. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Anand Rupini Ma. Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Sai Ma. Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Sai Ma. You are loving Sai Ma, you are caring Sai Ma. You are here, you are there, you are everywhere. Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Sai Ma. Light the lamp of love in all hearts, Sai Ma. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Anand Rupini Ma. Satya Dharma Shanti Prema Anand Rupini Ma. Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Divine Mother, Sai Ma. हर गंग जटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजा मनोरमणा. हर गंग जटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजा मनोरमणा. मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा. जय मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा. वाहना नागभूषण नागभूषणा नन्दिवाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुणसदना साई निरुपम गुणसदना नटन मनोहर नीलकंठ साई बोलो नटन मनोहर नीलकंठ साई नीरज दल नयना नीरज दल नयना नीरज दल नयना गंगा जटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजा मनोरमणा मृत्युंजय महादेव महेश्वर मंगल शुभ चरणा नंदिवाहना नागभूषणा निरुपम गुणसदना नटन मनोहर नीलकंठ साई नीरज दल नयना ओ साई नीरज दल नयना हर गंग जटाधर गौरी शंकर गिरिजा मनोरमणा राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम बोलो राधे राधे श्याम साई राधे राधे श्याम नंदलाला श्याम सुंदर नंदलाला कौस्तुभधारी वनमाला धर श्यामन मदन गोपाला कौस्तुभधारी वनमाला धर श्यामन मदन गोपाला राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधा माधव मदन गोपाला मथुरा नाथ गोपाला परती नंदन हृदय संजीवन परती नंदन हृदय संजीवन श्यामन मदन गोपाला श्यामन मदन गोपाला नंदलाला श्याम सुंदर नंदलाला कौस्तुभधारी वनमालाधर श्यामन मदन गोपाला राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधा माधव मदन गोपाला मथुरा नाथ गोपाला भक्ति नंदन हृदय संजीवन श्यामन मदन गोपाला श्यामन मदन गोपाला राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम राधे राधे श्याम बोलो राधे राधे श्याम बोलो राधे 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 है बोलो राधे 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 है बोलो राधे 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 बोलो राधे 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 श्याम साई श्याम साई श्याम राधे श्याम साई श्याम साई श्याम नंदलाला श्याम सुंदर नंदलाला राम सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई राम सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई राम सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई सूरदास प्रभु करुणा सागर विठ्ठल रकुमाई सूरदास प्रभु करुणा सागर विठ्ठल रकुमाई मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर विठ्ठल रकुमाई मीरा के प्रभो गिरिधर नागर रकुमाई। साईनाथ प्रभु गान मनोहर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई। सत्य साईनाथ प्रभु गान मनोहर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई। राम सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई। सूरदास प्रभु करुणा सागर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। साईनाथ प्रभु गान मनोहर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई। सत्य साईनाथ प्रभु गान मनोहर विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई। बोलो विठ्ठल 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 जय जय। 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 बोलो विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंग जय जय। बोलो विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंगा जय जय। बोलो विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंगा जय जय। बोल विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंग जय जय। बोलो विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंगा जय जय। बोलो विठ्ठल जय जय पांडुरंगा जय जय। राम सीता कृष्ण राधा विठ्ठल रकुमाई। जय जय विठ्ठल रकुमाई।
सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम षण्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम षण्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम षण्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। सुब्रह्मण्यम सुब्रह्मण्यम षण्मुखनाथ सुब्रह्मण्यम। शिव 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम हर 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम। ओम शिव 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम हर 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम। जय शिव 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम हर 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 सुब्रह्मण्यम। शिव शिव हर हर सुब्रह्मण्यम हर हर शिव शिव सुब्रह्मण्यम। शिव शिव हर हर सुब्रह्मण्यम हर हर शिव शिव सुब्रह्मण्यम। Shambhuganath Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganath Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganath Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganath Subramanyam 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 Shanmuganath Subramanyam.
The Lord of the universe is here. Swami Satya Sai is here. Come to save devotees everywhere. Come to bless his children everywhere. Born in Puttapati, the Lord of the universe is here. Calm and tranquil like the moon, shining with divine inner light, filling all with bliss at his side. He is always serving those in need, answering the prayers of devotees, giving grace to you and me. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, you are Guru, God and Self. Mother, you are everything to us. Father, you are everything to us. You are the divine primal energy. Manifest is all that we ever see. You are the one reality. The Lord of the universe is here. Sai, with this sacred form of Om, universal radiance divine, please accept this offering of mine. The flame of love that burns within my heart, meaning we can never be apart. You and I are ever one. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Sai Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Sai Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Jai Jai Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Sai Narayana Narayana Om. The Lord of the universe is here. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Samasta lokaah sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokaah sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokaah sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।